With the continuing challenges presented by the COVID-19 pandemic, we need a simple way to duplicate a basic classroom lecture and share it with students. Recording your lectures makes sense because you can share them easily and students can view or even just listen to them over and over. Keep in mind as we begin that you may have to rework or alter your classroom presentations so that they fit smoothly into a video format, since you cannot elicit responses or invite live feedback like in your classroom. The process in this video works well with the 40-minute time limit for basic Zoom licenses. You can send out your lecture to students beforehand and then use your 40-minute meeting to discuss the lecture topic with students. I would also likely throw a brief Blackboard quiz for students into the mix as well before the Zoom discussion, just to make sure that students viewed the video. Of course, your video doesn't need to be a Hollywood production. Sometimes you just want to create a lecture or short video to introduce yourself or to serve as an overview for an upcoming chapter or module. You can make that happen quickly and easily with PowerPoint, YouTube, and a microphone or webcam. This video will show you how to put your Voiceover PowerPoint and save the slideshow in a format suitable for YouTube. We'll address uploading to YouTube in a separate video. The length of your video is a concern. Research shows that most students quit watching videos after 8 to 10 minutes. Obviously, you can go past 8 minutes, yet you should consider dividing your lecture into parts or segments that are about 10 minutes long. That way students can rewatch a certain section or take a break and return later to keep watching. With your lecture divided up and your mic set up, you're ready to start recording, right? Well, not quite. Before you begin your PowerPoint narration, you'll need to prepare. While you may not be physically standing in front of the audience delivering this presentation, you still need to treat it as though you were. This means going through the basics, taking notes, and rehearsing your delivery. One of the best things you can do to help you record a successful narration is to write out a script. It lets you practice easily and is a big help with ADA compliance and closed captioning. You'll want to sound natural and fluid, so read through the script a few times with your slides so that you don't sound like you're reading straight from your note cards. Most people tend to speak faster when they know they're being recorded, so try to slow yourself down and keep yourself at a conversational pace. So, once you're confident in your delivery, it's time to start recording, right? Right. Here we are in edit mode in PowerPoint, and I have my presentation open and ready to go. To get started, I click on the Slideshow tab and then Record Slideshow. As we can see, I have options to start recording. I could start from the beginning, which is the choice I'll make here. I could also start recording from an individual slide. This is useful if your previous recording session got interrupted and you need to pick up where you left off. The slideshow opens in record mode. You can tell by the big red record button in the upper left. However, we're going to start over here on the upper right with settings and work our way back to the record button. If you have multiple microphones and cameras in your setup, you'll need to select which ones you want to use. I do, so I'll click Settings and choose my microphone from the list. As you can see, I can also select the camera. Before I do that, let's turn the camera on and look at the options. Down in the lower right, you see 3 icons: a microphone, a camera, and a camera preview icon. You can use video or not, but you will definitely need a microphone. Click to turn a microphone or camera on or off. Click the camera preview button to show you what you look like on camera. As we can see in this preview, my camera is off to the side, but my slideshow is in front of me. I'll go back into settings and select my other camera for a head-on view. That's better. I can leave the preview up there if I want to see how I look, or hide it. In fact, I just realized I don't need a camera for this at all, so I'll turn it off completely. The next option in the upper left is clear. I can use this if I mess up and stumble badly during the recording and need to re-record. I can clear all recordings at once or just this slide. The notes option is useful. If you place notes on your slides, you can access them here to help you with your recording. Click Notes to open your slide notes. Use the options to increase or decrease the font. Click Notes again to hide. Moving down to the bottom of the screen briefly, you can see the annotation and highlighting options. Choose a color and pen option to use during your slideshow. Use the eraser to clear if needed. On the bottom right, we see the slide number and the total number of slides, and the run time for the slideshow in minutes. Okay, now we can finally hit record in the upper left when we're ready. As you can see, you get a 3, 2, 1 countdown and then a notice that recording is in progress. If I want, I can record this one slide and then stop the recording and replay my effort. If I don't like it, I can use the clear function and re-record. You can start recording from the beginning and use the arrows to move through your presentation. However, it is important that you do not speak while you are transitioning slides, since it could drop your voice during the transition. It is also important not to speak during slide animations for the same reason. Your voice could be covered up by the animation. Wait until they have finished to continue your lecture. When I reach the last slide and hit the arrow, PowerPoint asks me to click to return to edit mode. I do so, and now I can see that all of my slides have a little speaker icon in the lower right corner to indicate that there is a recording associated with it. I can click on the icon and replay the recording if I want. When you are satisfied with your overall effort, click File, Save As, and choose MP4. MP4 is the preferred video format for YouTube. That's it. That's the basic process and should let you get started quickly. Look for more videos on these and other topics soon.